Good morning, students. So let's continue with our first chapter. The name of the chapter is The Planet Earth and the Solar System. In the previous video, we have studied this page 1, in which we have studied about heavenly and celestial bodies, about universe and galaxies. So let us continue. Our Earth, along with the other planets, forms the solar system. We will study about solar system also in this chapter. So our Earth is a planet, and other planets, they form a solar system. The solar system is located in the outward spiral Orion arm of the Milky Way galaxy Akash Ganga. So I have made a rough picture of that. Rough picture means you can see what kind of arms is that. This whole is Akash Ganga Milky Way, and this is the inner part, and this do not have these kind of arms. No, not straight arms. It has spiral arms, these kind of arms. These are the arms, and our solar system is located here somewhere. Here it is located in Milky Way. Most likely, there are billions of other solar systems in our galaxy and billions of galaxies in the universe. So, it is not like that only one solar system is there. Likewise, we have our solar system, maybe billions of solar systems will be there, because a single galaxy is very vast, and even in universe so many galaxies are there. Do you know? Milky Way galaxy, a faint white band stretching across the sky, is a barred spiral galaxy. I have shown you the shape, it is spiral. It contains bar across its center region. I have shown you a bar, this kind of bar in the central region. And it has two major arms. The Orion arm is located between two major arms. So two major arms I have shown you in this picture. These are its arms, and one small arm is there in between these two major arms. As we know, there are different types of celestial bodies in the universe. Let us learn more about some of them. So many kinds of celestial bodies are there in the universe. So let us study about them. So firstly, we will study about stars. In general, in the sky we see stars. They are luminous body. They have their own light, very small, dots like things you see in the sky. They are stars. Stars are self-luminous heavenly bodies. You can underline this. They are made up of hot gases. They generate heat and light and radiate it in the space. So what does that mean? They generate their own heat because they are made up of hot gases. They generate heat and light, and they radiate it in the space, means they send it in the space. The number of stars is countless. We are not able to count the stars, they are countless. We cannot see all of them at one time. It is being said that at one time we can see not more than 6,000 stars. The thing is that our eyes have certain limits, so at one time we generally see 6,000 stars roughly. Stars are very huge bodies. They look very small as they are very far away from the earth. When we see in the sky, we see stars. We see they are very small, but in reality, they are not small. They are very huge. This is like that if we stand on our terrace and we see the mountains, and on that mountains we see small houses, but in reality, are they small? No, they are not small. They are huge as our own house. But when they are far from us, that's why they seem to be small. This is the same case with the stars. The distance between celestial bodies is usually measured in a unit known as light years. Like we measure distance in kilometers, but if we want to measure a distance between two celestial bodies like earth and stars, so the medium, the unit in which we will measure, that will be light year. Some stars are so far that the light radiated by them reaches us in millions of years. The nearest star to the Earth other than the Sun is the Proxima Centauri. It is about 4.5 light years away from us. Do you know? Disturbance in the atmosphere causes star light to bend slightly. Means the light is not able to come to us in a straight line, so it disturbs. As a result, some of the light reaches us directly and some gets slightly bent away. This makes a star to twinkle. So this is the reason why star twinkle. Twinkle means that's why the light of the star goes on and off. Light travels at a speed of about 3 lakh km per second. The distance covered by a ray of light in year of or 365 days is called a light year. So it is very important to understand the speed of light is 3 lakh km per second. Such a huge speed. The distance covered by a ray of light in a year or 365 days is called light year. So this is the definition of light year. Now let us continue. Let us continue about the another celestial body. This is known as constellation. If we observe the stars in the clear sky, they appear to form different shapes and patterns. Yes, we all know that. When we are children, parents used to tell us that is Saptarishi, that is pole star, and they seem to move west to east. The formations may resemble animals, humans, and any other object. The group of stars which are recognized by their formations are called constellations. This is a very important definition. The group of stars which are recognized by their formations are called constellations. Ursa Major, are also called the Great Bear, is a constellation of several stars. It appears in the northern sky. You can see in the sky the seven stars called Saptarishi Mandal is a part of Great Bear. You can also see that in a night sky. There are several other formations of star which have been given name by the astronomers. So many other formations are there. You can judge them when you see a night sky, clear night sky. The two brightest stars at the head of Saptarishi Mandal called pointers. They are known as pointers because they always points toward the stationary star called pole star or Dhruv Tara in the northern sky. This is a quality of pole star that it is stationary. It never moves from its position. Pole star lies above the north pole. It always indicates the northern direction. So whenever in ancient time, if people used to forget their way, they used to wait for night so that the pole star can show them the direction, because pole star always points in the northern direction. Indians and Greeks have been studying the shapes and patterns of stars since ancient times. In modern times, the space scientists and astronomers use powerful and large-sized telescopes to study the celestial body. So these studies are not only the modern studies. From the ancient times, Indian scientists and Greek scientists or learned people used to study these shapes and patterns of stars. And in modern time, we have named them space scientists and astronomers. They use modern techniques. They use powerful and large size telescopes to study the celestial bodies. Now let us begin with the solar system. The solar system. So first line is the definition of the solar system. You must remember the sun and its companion celestial bodies constitute the solar system. So what we have in the solar system, number one, we have the sun and we have its companion celestial bodies. They are known as planets. The 8 planets, their companion satellites, asteroids, meteors and comets are the members of the solar system. You have studied so many words like satellites, asteroid, meteors, and comets. You will get the definition of these many in the further portion of the chapter. They all revolve around the sun on their fixed paths called orbits. Means in a fixed path, जिस रास्ते पर चल रहे हैं, they used to move on that way only. That is known as orbit. So this is all for today. In the next video we will continue with the chapter, but now on you are supposed to revise the chapter from the beginning. You are supposed to write down, or you can learn the definitions whatever we have studied in this chapter. This is very important chapter and the first chapter of your book. So this is all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.